All right, brothers, peace. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, giving honor and praise to the master intelligence, and that's Yehovah or Yahweh himself. Giving double honors to the family at 7130 South Chicago that taught me this truth. Giving double honors to all the brothers and sisters that the Creator has awoken in these last days. With that being said, peace and shalom, brothers and sisters. All right, brothers and sisters, I want to go into a lesson. Today, I want to talk about a situation that happens every day in the so-called black community, and that's what you would call gun violence. And one of the things that I've been looking at is it was a shooting of a YouTube content creator that goes by the name of Compa, right? And everybody talks about that he was a good man and um, everybody loved him and things of this nature. He was well liked in the community. He was a man of integrity and honor and things of this nature. But if he's a man of honor and integrity, brothers and sisters, and people loved him so much, then how can you kill something brutally that you love, you know, like he was supposed to be loved in the community? I listen to a lot of different podcasters and stuff, when I'm out and about. If it's not the Bible or news, things of this nature, I keep my ears towards the street and see what's going on. And all I hear from our people, brothers and sisters, is a bunch of violence towards each other. And one of the reasons why we have all this violence, brothers and sisters, is that we don't understand conflict resolution. We don't know how to come together. If I have an issue with you as a brother or a sister, we can't sit down, and I suffer from this also. We can't sit down and hash out differences with each other. Whether we gotta physically do it with the hands, or we sit down and we have a conversation. You tell me how you feel, I tell you how I feel. Or if it gets to the point where we can't talk and we have to come to blows, that's cool. But the good thing about that is that we can walk away from each other. And I don't have to kill you. Or if I say something to you that's cause a lot of times when you in a heated conversation, you say things that you really don't mean, right? But it don't matter what I say. It shouldn't warrant me to go get my pistol, gather up the cavalry, and go do something to you. I heard Fat Joe make this statement. He said that if a man told me to suck his rod, I'm just using that, but he didn't say it like that. But he said if a man told me to suck his rod, man, I'll pull my knife out, man, I'll stab him. That's the worst thing that somebody ever can say out of their mouth, is because If a person gets you out of your element, you liable to do anything. And this is what's wrong with us today. We don't see each other as family, brothers and sisters. We don't see ourselves as that. The man hate the woman. The woman hate the man. The females hate each other. The men hate each other. But you know what it is, man? All these gangsters in the neighborhood, but they ain't got no integrity, brothers and sisters. They don't have no honor, brothers and sisters. They don't have it. I don't care what King Ernest, he's another one. See, we just lying to each other. I was listening to El Compa, I think his last live. I haven't finished listening to it. I really don't want to be honest. It's because it's nothing but dumbed down TV. That's all this is all we doing. Dumbed down nigga TV. There's nothing positive about 05 the movement. There's nothing positive about the Bullis Gotti show. There's nothing positive about I would say some of the shows like Doggy Diamonds. I like his shows because it has a balance to it. You know what I'm saying? He may talk his stuff sometime, but he generally wants people to do well. And there's other shows like that. You know what I'm saying? It's other shows like that. But you got these other podcasts um that's on YouTube and they got thousands of subscribers. They got the ears of the people and they not even leading them the right way. It's because why? They not led the right way. A lot of these guys are instigators. They've been in prison for countless of years. And I thought prison was supposed to be a rehabilitation place for people to get them back on the right track. But the prisons now, and they always been that way. When you go in prison, you can go up in there and come out a monster. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I see on a lot of these different podcasts is one show trying to out nigger the other show. Now, like I said, I was listening to his live. It was him and another lady. They may have had a general reason for acting the way that they was acting on the podcast because they had an issue with an individual. I really don't know his name and really don't care, you know. But they was saying some things. They was using a lot of language, brothers and sisters, that really they should have never been doing that. Because look, like I said before, real men, this is what my mother taught me as a youngster. I didn't understand that until I got older. I'm 46 years old, about to be 47. Real men and real women, when they have issues with each other, they handle their issues behind closed doors. They don't broadcast their dirty laundry out in the streets. They don't do this. And this is all I see from a lot of these different podcasts. And you know why they do it? Is because for views and money, brothers and sisters. See, that that that's what they do it for. They we gotta be honest. They do it for views and money. You know what I'm saying? They want to be liked of the community that they're involved in. They want to be looked upon as some people that quote unquote keep it real. You know what I'm saying? He never fold under pressure. And, all of this stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? And you know what's happening to us? We're dying from that. It's like we it's like we're on a roller coaster that we can't even get off of, man. And we don't even realize that it's a roller coaster. And you know what's happening too? We're training our kids to be the same way. Now, like I say, he was on his podcast. He was talking about some people that may have disrespected him or did some things to him. I don't know. But what I'm saying is that a lot of that stuff that we have going on behind the scenes, a lot of that stuff can be rectified behind the scenes, brothers and sisters. We don't have to do that in front of everybody, right? We don't have to do that. But we do that is because we truly don't have honor and integrity. We don't know how to, quote unquote, handle situation. See, that comes with what? Maturity, brothers and sisters. That comes with maturity. You know, they always make this statement that women they mature quicker than men. No, they don't. And men don't mature quicker than women. You know what maturity is? It's how you're raised. But because of slavery and poverty, this is why this is one of the reasons why we in this situation that we're in. Here it is, you got all these different parts. Let me show you how simple we is as a community. We got all these different podcasts. These guys get out of prison, wherever they come from, I don't know. They do good for themselves. And all they do is slang jelly and peanut butter at each other. They don't know how to come together and build each other up on a consistent basis. They don't know how to do that. They'll do it for a minute, and then the next thing you know, so and so, they ain't even dealing like that no more. Did you see that situation with Mav Hoffa and them guys from that show called Bag Fuel? They had a real good show with each other. Mav Hoffa was the main attraction, and they was the guys that was um, sidekick to him. But because all three of them, they got to be honest, they want to outdo the other two. Want to outdo Mav Hoffa, and Mav Hoffa, he want to keep his foot on their neck. Next thing you know, they can't even get together. You know, they not together no more. They hate each other now. You over there, I'm over here. That's not how you do things, brothers and sisters. And we don't even understand that we're being devoured by the adversary, brothers and sisters. Let me look at a scripture. This is First Peter's 5 and 8. It says, be sober. See? And a lot of us, man, we drunk. And uh what are we drunk with? We're being drunk with the philosophy and teaching of this society. That's what we're being drunk with. See? We want to be the realest nigga on the planet. We we drunk we're drunken with want to be the realest nigga on the planet. See, we're drunk with want to cause chaos and confusion. That's what we are drunk with. See, but once you sober, when you don't have that alcohol in your system, then you're able to see clearly what's going on. But you can't see nothing when you drunk. A lot of people that drink liquor, sometimes they drive themselves home. They don't even know how they got there. And you know what's going on, right? Like those young guys that killed that police officer right out here in Chicago. They went on a robbing spree. They went on a robbing spree, brothers and sisters. And the last person that they robbed, they killed her. They killed her, man, over nothing. For a couple of, if they was gonna rob her, what they were gonna rob her for? They was gonna rob for a couple of $100. But you know what they drunk with? They drunk with the care with the philosophy of this world. See, they want to be Nicky Bonds, they want to be Al Capone, they want to be Larry Hoover, T. Rogers. See, they want to be they drunk with death and destruction in the community. They can't get off of their behind and go get a job. See, I don't make a lot of money at my job, but I would rather be doing that than going out here robbing somebody for their hard-earned money. See, they not sober. And some of those kids, man, they parents, see, all of those kids just because they got tattoos on their faces and they living a thug life and stuff like that. That don't always mean that their parents is like that. They parents sometimes some of these kids, they parents out here, they working. They doing things. But here it is. They got this child. He's watching television. He's watching his own people being devoured, being drunken by the philosophy of this society. And now he's caught up in it. But when you sober up, then you figure you you drunk, you wake up the next day, you like, damn, how I get here? How I get in prison? What happened? See? And that's what's going on with these young guys today, man. Them young guys, don't 4, 5 kids that robbed and killed that woman. They in prison right now. They trying to figure out what's going on. They don't know how they got here. And a lot of these young guys, man, they don't care. It's because they drunk with violence and destruction towards other individuals, man. It's because why? They don't love themselves. And they ain't never they sometimes they come from broken households, man. They don't have family to love and care about them, to sit down with them. Don't always trying to tell them what to do, but listen to them and see what they talking about. See? And when you don't get that love at home and that camaraderie from the people that birth you, people that's taking care of you, what's gonna happen? It's gonna trigger something in your behind. See? And that's what's going on with our people, brothers and sisters. We drunk with destruction. El Compa got killed because why? is because he had beef 9 times out of 10 with a person that looked just like him. That's why the scripture says what? Be sober. What? You gotta understand your surroundings and what you dealing with out here. We don't understand that this thing is more deeper than us, y'all. It's because it's a moving force out here that is seeking to devour the people. It says be sober. What's that? And it says be vigilant. You gotta watch what's going on out here. See, you gotta watch it. A person gonna make you mad. They gonna do something to you. And it may cause you to get out of your element on a person. See? But if you're not sober, you can't see it. You can't see what's going on. It's because you drunk. And when a drunk person, they gonna make a bad decision. People get raped. People get set up to be killed. They get robbed. See, they get all type of stuff drunk. See, because they ain't paying attention to what's going on. You got some people out here. They be at the club, especially women. They be at the club. They'll leave they drink at the bar table, and then a nigga put something in your drink. Next thing you know, you on Fantasy Island and you don't even know how you got there. You feel me? It says be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walking about seeking whom he may devour, brothers and sisters. We don't even understand that. We don't understand that. We don't understand that this is a force, and and look here, it don't care about color. It don't care about that. It don't care about you being so-called black or so-called white or so-called brown, so-called red, purple, blue, and green. It don't care about that. His whole job is to do what? Is to cause confusion in your household. See, El Compa, him and that young woman was on the podcast. They was talking. They was mad at the individual. They don't even understand that they had got devoured. See? And the persons that killed El Comp, because he ain't shoot himself, somebody killed him. And they killed him based upon some type of beef that they was having. They too don't even understand that they been devoured. Whether they got away with it or not, they have been devoured by the adversary because see, they don't even understand, see, what's going on here. And El Compa being killed, his death ain't no different than what? Than the deaths that goes on in the so-called black community every day. Every day our kids, older people, middle age, right? They being killed every day for some nonsense, just like this man got killed over. See, it says be sober. See, you got to understand what's going on. Be vigilant. See, when you mad at a person so much that you're going to pick up your gun and you're going to go shoot them, you're not even considering that this person got kids out here. I was listening to another podcast where some guys was talking and they was telling El Compa, man, that this situation here can get out of hand when your family can get in trouble for it. Your family can get hurt. See, who is that? That's the adversary. I'ma antagonize you. See, I'ma antagonize you. I'ma cause disruption in your family. I'ma cause disruption in the community. What type of man? Okay, I got an issue with you. Let's say if I am a killer, the mindset that I will have that because I can't get you, I'm gonna do something to something that you love. See, I'm gonna go get your children. I'm gonna see your kids at the school, go up to the school and do some bodily harm to them. I know a young gal here in Chicago. Some guys, they was having some street beef, and the beef turned it got into other people's families where they shot up a guy's grandmama. And then the other guy, he was so upset that his grandmama got killed, he lured the other guy's child into the alley and they killed him. They killed their baby. The baby was like 5, 6 years old. They killed him. You know why? It's because you drunk. You drunk with a lot of wrath and destruction. And see, another reason why you drunk is because why? It's because you already got the devil in you. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be honest, brothers and sisters. See, we already got the adversary in us. See, we love drill rap. We love gossip in the communities. We love calling our women bitches and hoes, right? We love to do brothers and sisters dirty. I listen to Saint Last platform, you know what I'm saying? Um Saint Last, he surviving, he trying to do his thing. But there's nothing, we gotta be honest. There's nothing really nothing positive on the Saint Last show. There's nothing really all they talking about is jail stories, brothers and sisters. Jail stories. Stories about black folks doing other black folks dirty, or the Hispanic community doing the black people dirty. The black people doing Hispanics, human beings devouring other human beings. There's nothing positive in that. But we want to talk about white supremacy, see? But the first people on the face of the planet that was doing bogus things in the earth was the so-called black man, y'all. We got to understand this. But see, El Compa's death is not going to stop these individuals. It may do that to some, but it's not going to stop these individuals from continuing to make content on YouTube that is destructive to the so-called black community. They're not going to stop doing it. This is why the creator is in the process of destroying a lot of us, man. It's because see, we we ain't nothing but ticking time bombs. See? And we lie to each other. We lie to ourselves. See, we talk about he was a good man and all this type of stuff. Man, look, we got problems. We got problems. I was listening to Harlem Legend. Him and Harlem Legend was getting into it. He told Harlem Legend that he'll shoot him in the face. Harlem Legend called him a drunk and cursing and all this type of stuff. See, come on, man. What are we talking about? Every time something happens when we get into it with each other, we always try about doing some violence to it. That this man told Harlem Legend he gonna shoot him in the face. But Harlem Legend he's an instigator and he's an antagonist himself. See, if we gonna change, brothers and sisters, we have to look at ourselves in the mirror. See, we got to look at ourselves in the mirror and we got to do what? We got to be honest with ourselves. This is what's wrong with us. We're not honest with ourselves. We're not looking at ourselves in the mirror and we're not trying to change. A lot of these podcasts that's on television, y'all. See, these podcasts, give you an example and then I'm going to be done. The podcast, I can't think of it. They be having Say Cheese, all these different podcasts. They got my man Charleston White on there. Charleston White is nothing but he's nothing but a coon, y'all. He does everything for money. He gets on these podcasts and some of the things that he says correct, but he gets on these podcasts to cause confusion. Cause confusion, right? And then when a person comes at him, he go tell the police on these individuals. That's not a man of integrity, y'all. And look here, the black people they support that type of garbage. We support that. We have him on these platforms. He called all type of women bitches and hoes. He antagonizes these gang bangers. All this type of stuff. He does it on purpose. He says a lot of things he has no business saying, and then they have him on the podcast. They give him thousands of dollars to look like a goddamn fool on television because YouTube ain't nothing but another form of television, and we support that. What is that? See, what do you think that can happen to Charleston White? He can get himself killed out here for something like that. But he don't even care. You know why? It's because why? Because look, he all he care about is the money. That's all he care about. See? And who else he's training other people to do this. That's what I'm saying. He's training people to do this. It's somebody he may not be uh they may not be a student of his where they go to his class or nothing like that, right? But they sitting down, they watching this dude. And you know what they say? Man, I can do the same thing. And then they gonna get their butt out there and they gonna do it. And then next thing you know, somebody gonna hurt them. That's what I'm saying. We not paying attention to what's going on out here. See? And what's going on, brothers and sisters, is that what? See? We're being devoured. See? We're being devoured every day. And who is devouring us, brothers and sisters? It's the adversary. See? It's the adversary. That's the one that's devouring us every day, brothers and sisters, and we don't even see it. It's because why? It's because we still drunk. One more scripture. Matthew 7:13. It says, enter ye into the straight gate. It says, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, man. And that's enough. That's what's wrong with us. We live a broad life, brothers and sisters. We want to be just like the Joneses. See, a person make a podcast, they get 100,000 subscribers, and if it's built upon chaos and destruction, we gonna do the same thing. See, we gonna do the same thing. We gonna when a person get killed in the community, in the content creator community, we're gonna say God bless them, and then we're gonna go back and do the same nonsense. We're not breaking the cycle, brothers and sisters. And you know what's gonna happen? It's gonna continue. See, El Compa is just a first situation of what you would call I wouldn't even say it's the first, but this is the baby stages of the situation of people that's creating content and they doing things on television that they not supposed to be doing, and then next thing you know they're being killed for it. And see, this type of stuff is gonna start happening to these content creators. They want to bring that gang mentality on television. So with that being said, brothers and sisters, I hope we got something out of the message. Peace. Shalom.